Greetings LEGO fans! My name is Sasha, the Montreal Lego Maniac, and for this week's release, I'm pleased to be bringing to you, from the Speed Champions line, the Formula E Panasonic Jaguar Racing Gen 2 car and Jaguar i-PACE eTROPHY. That's quite a mouthful for such a small kit, but that doesn't mean to say that I don't believe there's a lot of fun to be had in this little box. This is kit number 76898 and has 565 pieces. So, let's get this thing unboxed, have a look at what we have inside, so we can get this build underway. Before I reviewed my first Speed Champion set, a pair of Dodge muscle cars, I really didn't understand what this line was about. I thought they were just miniaturized versions of known cars and that's all there was to it. But by the time we got to the end of the review, it was clear to me that there was more going on here. These aren't just miniature cars, they're here to recreate the whole toy car experience. Solidly built, easy to grip, and can definitely take a little more punishment than the average LEGO creation. Those Dodge muscle cars were definitely made to be played with, and the Jaguars from this set are no exception. In this case, we have a second generation Formula E race car and an i-PACE eTROPHY. Both all-electric vehicles, which is of course great, and each of them sporting the same striking black on high contrast blue paint job that just looks amazing. Starting with the Formula E car, I was at first a little skeptical about this one. It doesn't look that solid, it doesn't look like it can take that much punishment, and that's kind of in line because it is a Formula E car, and just like the Formula 1 cars, these are really fragile. But once I picked it up in my hand, I could see that I was wrong. Any which way I wanted to pick up this car, it was definitely feeling solid in my hand. I could squeeze it hard, it wasn't bending, it wasn't bowing. This is a solidly built vehicle. Certainly, there's a few more weaker points on this one. The coverings over the wheels, if you grab them and pinch it right there, they do break, but I have to find that that's not a natural place to grab it. And if I wasn't looking for weak points, I don't think I would have ever grabbed it here. Designed to be both aerodynamic and minimal, this car is both sleek and, well, pointy. With its long front nose, smooth coverings over the front wheel wells, long fins over the rear wheels, and the striking stripes down the center and the back, this car was just made for speed. To make it a little bit easier to get the driver in and out of the cockpit, the U-shaped piece that surrounds it can be flipped up easily. Which is great, because this cockpit is pretty tight, pretty small, which means this car is not good for date night. Next up, the i-pcae Trophy. This car, while remaining stylish, is very square. From bumper to bumper, this car has sharp angles and straight lines throughout. which means that it's no surprise that this car feels exceptionally solid in my hands. No matter how I grab it, this car feels like it's ready for whatever I want to throw at it. Even this little spoiler in the back, looking all flimsy, because it's quite flexible, doesn't give away so easy. It's more likely to bend than break. To get the minifigures in and out of this one, all you have to do is remove the front windshield. And doing so reveals a pretty basic little interior. Room for two, so better for date night, but there's not really much going on in here. With all the stickers this car has, I feel that a little something on the inside would have been nice. And that brings us to the starting gate. There's not too much to see here, pretty simple structure, tall enough and wide enough for the two cars to fit through it, and also having this little pin that you can pull out so you can lower the red, yellow, and green starting lights. But I gotta say that pulling this pin to lower these lights is a little bit lame, because there should be a little bit of a delay between the first, second, and third light, and to pull that pin slow enough to get that timing is actually a little bit annoying. If you pull it out at a rate that feels natural, they're just down in under a second, and well, that's just not how it works. So I don't really find this starting gate to be all that appealing, and feel that it might have even been thrown in just to pad the part count a little bit. And now we come to the minifigures. One male, one female, nice to keep it diverse, each wearing their racing suits. I'm not sure why only one suit is in a color scheme that matches the car, but I guess that's the design choice they went with. But as to these e-racers, checking off all the boxes and what makes a toy car great, this set delivers exactly what's promised and is an excellent playset. Although if I were betting on which one would win in a race, I would definitely put my money on the Formula E car. My only complaint are the stickers. Oh, the stickers. There's just so many stickers. I couldn't even believe how many stickers. And not only is there a lot of stickers to apply, which is a little time-taking and tedious, but in some cases up to 6 stickers across 6 different pieces that you have to line up. So if you plan on buying this for that special junior Lego fan in your life, I'd be prepared to help with these stickers, because otherwise it's probably not going to look good. But once you get them on, I gotta say that it actually does look pretty good, giving this set even a little bit of display appeal. And what I mean by that is, I don't actually find that either of these cars have a huge amount of display appeal on their own. But if you are collecting the Speed Champion set and have a whole series of these, to get them all lined up on the shelf would look pretty striking. So, if you're a junior collector, this is a pretty nice and inexpensive way of starting a pretty sweet collection. And of course, if you're building a Lego city, these cars would make a pretty sweet addition, which I have a feeling will be the norm for the entire Speed Champions line. So in conclusion, I feel that this set is mainly geared towards the younger audience. A lot of fun to be had here, a little display potential, especially if you're building a collection. And if your final objective is to get the bricks, I really find this blue to be quite striking and appealing.